Down, down, down. Okay. Da 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 da. Hello. Yeah, you scared me quite a bit there. Didn't see that coming. Hey Shoko, what's up? Thank you everyone for not watching the stream because it's going to be a mess. I'm afraid. Yeah. I don't think this is the best day to do this kind of a stream, but we'll see. Stay positive. Positive. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Deep 8 dev stream, or today to the Deep 8 composing stream, because I'm a big composer and totally talented. Yeah, I feel like this is really going to be interesting because I feel like I've never done this before. Which, I mean, not the stream, but composing in general. What is it? How does it work? Who's made who's made those 45 pieces of soundtrack? Roughly 45. Can this person please show up and take over the stream? Yeah, that's how I feel right now. Okay, so today we're trying to make a piece called White Fields, and it's going to be the soundtrack for our snow area that we've been working on all the previous streams. So it should somehow fit to this and to Barbatus like fighting his way through this place. Yeah. So as I said, you guys can bring in some references. And actually Gabri once posted or mentioned something that he would like, that he would find appropriate. I'm just not exactly sure what it was. I think it was from Zelda, something like Ice Castle or something. I don't know. I myself, of course, got a bunch of stuff here, and we'll go through those in a minute. And yeah, probably YouTube will have problems with the music playing. Actually, almost every stream I did got had some copyright issue. I think 5 out of 6 streams that we did until now. Yeah, but apparently YouTube just says that I cannot monetize them, which I'm not planning on, and so I don't really care. Okay, maybe let's just start going through those. So what is pretty obvious, I think I got some MIDI themes here, but it doesn't really matter. I can show you the MP3s later too, although they got an MP3 endings. They're pretty much MIDIs because at some point I converted them for reasons. Doesn't really matter. Not sure if that's a MIDI. I don't know. Anyways, so let me know if the audio is alright, because I set the desktop audio to something equal as the music, because today, of course, it's all about music. And it would be good for you to be able to hear that. Yeah. So this is of course Final Fantasy VII, Bird in the Snow. What else do I have? This is FF7-2. I think this one might be a little bit too dark for what I'm trying to go for. I want it to be, well, maybe a little bit dark, but also somewhat positive, if that makes sense. So at this point in the game, we made it through all the horrible struggles that we had to go through, and I want to increase the positiveness in every aspect of the game. Which is why I added Laura Palmer's theme as a reference, which is a theme from Twin Peaks, David Lynch's Twin Peaks. If you don't know it, it's a series that was mainly aired in the early 90s, I think. And there was 2 seasons in the early 90s, and then there came out a 3rd season in 2000, I don't know, what was it, 2016, I think. So 25 years later, which is pretty interesting. It's a very, very, very nice series. I can only recommend it. Yeah. So let's listen to this totally positive theme, because the whole Twin Peaks series is about Laura Palmer's murder. What I really like about this one is how cold it feels, which is probably mainly due to the 80s synthesizer they're using here. So maybe I could like make a little bit a part that's a little bit darker and more dramatic, and that kind of shifts into a more positive vibe. Not sure how that'll work, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, and by the way, if you want to bring in some reference, you can already post that. And we'll listen together. Okay. Yeah. This one shifts a bit too right now. It's still pretty sad. Yeah. It's more, I'm more interested in the beginning. Okay, then this one is basically, yeah. I like that for its, I don't know what you call this genre, maybe downbeat or something. Maybe, just maybe, we'll have like some decent slow drum pattern in there too. But just maybe, I don't know. I like to combine stuff that is very, I don't know, contrary. Not sure how to say that. That doesn't have much to do with each other or one another. Yeah, like this part in particular. Just not sure what instrument that would be. It sounds like some kind of synthetic guitar. Okay. Next one would be Final Fantasy IX, I think this is. Yeah. Yeah, something very obvious to use is like a, I think it's called a Celesta, but I'll guide you through that in a minute when we've gone through all the reference. I wonder actually why certain sounds are connected to certain environments. You know what I mean? Is it the elements that like symbolize a certain kind of sound? Because like snow and ice, or at least ice, is usually making those very high sounds. Okay, and the next one is also from Final Fantasy IX, and this is I'm not looking for the general vibe of this one, but rather the melodic part, because yeah, it kind of fits to Barbatus's role at this point, especially when later he starts to cuddle with Ramirez. This part is what I like about it. kind of all about solitude. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's give it a listen. Sounds a bit like it's clipping to me. I want to see if I can find a different version of that. Is it that one? Is that a remake version or something? Because it says 2018. Okay. But the track itself is called A Wish, right? Let's see. Yeah, I feel like that sounds a bit cleaner to me. I didn't know that was a remake. What does it look like? That's the remake? I'm just... Okay. I'm just not digging that kind of art style, honestly, but yeah. Looks like Final Fantasy III with the awful text boxes. Okay, yeah, I like that one. I think you would call those maybe reed instruments? I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. So remind me that I tried to bring in an oboe. Oboe?
Oboe.
Oboe. Oboe. That sounds like something a child would say as its, I don't know, second word or something. Oboe. Oboe. Yeah. Nice. Anything else you want to bring in? Okay, let's jump into FL Studio and try to collect some instruments for a start. So I had to install this to my other computer, and it kind of doesn't work as I expected it, to be honest. And yeah, that was kind of stressful, but I guess I can make it work. Let me think. Let's just start throwing in some instruments. Okay. So what I like about the, I think it was the remake version of this. Oh, okay, to bring in something like from like what is in the beginning of this one, I think it's called chimes or something. Yeah, something like that. That's also a possibility. Yeah, I like the very high piano that kind of differs from the original version, I think, but I like that. You have any musical background, Shoko? Okay. Yeah, they replace this with the piano. Oh yeah, and something else that is very obvious to use is the bass instrument that is playing in the background right here. I guess that's some kind of cello or contrabass. Yeah, let's throw that in as the first one before I forget it. I guess that would be strings. Maybe let's rather use some solo instruments because we got like a theme rather for a solo character. So maybe let's try a double bass solo. Yeah, you can hear it, right? Yeah, good. So, and we got like different articulations I can play this on. And what is used for Secret of Mana theme and also for the Buried in the Snow theme. Okay, that's something different. But I want to check if it's same in the original version, not the MIDI version. Come on. Okay, apparently I'm not having that on this PC, so I gotta search for it. Yeah, that sounds quite a bit different. But it also has that very slow bass. Yet I'm liking the one from the Secret of Mana theme a bit better. So I get different articulations. I got, for instance, staccato, which sounds like that. In contrast to that. But what I want to use for this is pizzicato. Sounds like that. I'm just a little surprised for how long this is still sustaining. Yeah, so the beginning of every theme is basically a lot of instrument looking up stuff. So let's call this double bass hits. Okay. Next one I want to throw in is the Giant. The Giant is a gigantic piano which has like different play modes. Although I'm not sure I want to use any of those, so it's kind of hard finding the right position today because I got my MIDI keyboard in front of me. Maybe I need to move my screen a bit back. Yeah, perfect. Keyboard is kind of dusty, although I wonder how this can be because it was in a box, but maybe it was like standing outside for a while before I put it in a box. Yeah, let's try a different play mode, like for instance, I don't know, Eternity. Sounds kind of fitting, does it? Yeah. Now we got this gigantic reverb on it. That sounds kind of cool. How about Dreamland? let's go with... I think we'll go with Eternity, but I want to hear what Soft at Heart sounds like. Yeah, that sounds like it's in a smaller room, obviously. But I guess it kind of fits that this theme is like, feels like this eternity of snow fields that we're running around in. Okay. Giant return. So I'm just collecting instruments right now. Doesn't mean I'm going to use all of them. Yeah, what else? Let me just check. I want to maybe like include the key of Barbatus's theme, which apparently I didn't. Sometimes I write it in the file name. Apparently I didn't do that here. Let's give that a listen again. Possibly we could use some parts of that too. What I'm looking for is especially the second part. This one. Maybe we can use that actually as our melody, just like changing it up quite a lot. So I'm taking a look into this. The problem is, because I installed my library to a different place, these other tracks do not recognize it apparently on this computer. So I can play this. Oh, it actually does recognize some stuff, but only the bass line. Hey, Kiss the Rain. Yo, how do you keep your projects? Do you zip them all? Why would I zip them? Yeah, that's a tuba. So you can only hear those three instruments right now. mean, I just leave the projects in their folders and how do I keep them? I do not delete them. That's how I keep them. Oh, it does recognize that. There's just no drum playing. And no flute. Because aren't you afraid of VST getting error later on? Well, actually my VST is getting error. Let me just look. Yeah, got the giant right here too. Okay. Exactly. Also, some people use export as sample. What is export as sample? I don't even have that option. Export pattern. I don't think you can export top left of pattern. That's what you mean. Nope. Just not having that option. What do you mean pattern selection? This one? Oh, render as audio clip. And what does that exactly? It's just rendering the clip, does it? So it's just rendering the pattern. Yeah, exactly. Ah, that's what you mean. It's just that as an audio clip, it's kind of useless, is it? Or what's? Yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah, I've seen that tip in a tutorial. So that you can render certain parts of your project if it's a really big project to use less CPU, but honestly I didn't really have that problem yet, so it wasn't really necessary. The thing that really bugs me though is how difficult it is apparently to transfer your stuff from one device to another, because normally I'm composing on my laptop but for streaming I'm using my PC, and therefore I had to install FL Studio and all my libraries to this computer, and now I got this weird structure with Absinthe 2 and 3, and also my complete control doesn't work. So if I was to throw in complete control, normally there would be all my Kontakt instruments too, and there's not a lot of stuff. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but right now it's okay because I can also use Kontakt itself and throw that in, and there I got all my stuff. So got everything in here. The only thing that I'm always wondering is why the Giant doesn't show up in complete control. So if I want to use the Giant, I always have to throw in a Kontakt VST for some reason. Yeah. Okay, let's try to move on and first of all figure out what key this piece is. Complete is it's more convenient. I just cannot show it right now. I mean, you got all those like categories. So if you wanna, I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it seems like it's summing up all the Kontakt instruments, and then yeah, you can choose from categories, and you don't have to go through all the drop downs right here. So yeah, sometimes I feel like right in here it's hard to find stuff. And therefore complete control is kind of convenient, but yeah, I didn't get it to work. I tried to install all my libraries twice, or yeah, this is the second time I tried to install it on this PC, and I got the same result. And also, if I want to click on one of those that actually show up, I get this. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, it's missing something. Maybe I'll post that somewhere and ask for help. But yeah, it doesn't really matter for now. I can work with what I have. Okay, let's see. What key is this? It looks like take a look at the bass line. Okay. That bass line doesn't make any sense. At least in terms of key. Is it a C? This is not a C major key. What is that? Maybe it is. What do I think about the new frequency splitter? I have no idea what a frequency splitter is. So what kind of they added that in 20.8. I have no idea. What can I do with that? And what kind of music are you making Okay, let's look at the tremolo. Okay, I got this. I think it's kind of a C major key. It's just like I just did weird stuff like I always do apparently. Like I got this B note in there all the time. Trap, future bass, acoustic to orchestra. Okay. Well, I mainly got into music because I wanted to make the soundtrack for my video game. So that's where we're at right now. Okay. What I want to do though is, yeah, kind of transfer that lead. Oops. Into my other project, which is going to be a little bit stupid, I think. Oh dude, I gotta get used to all the shortcuts again. I worked in Blender and GIMP and I don't know, other stuff, and haven't touched FL Studio for like 2 months, I think. And I gotta get used to it again. Okay. Yeah, but my Blender is tough too, and no, I haven't tried Unreal Engine. Actually, I'm making a 2D game that looks roughly like this. You can also type !trailer to see the trailer. And it's a 2D game. I'm just doing I'm just making 3D artworks now and then. For instance, this is what I made in last week's stream. Yet this is the version before retouch, and if you go to our Discord, you can see the retouched version. Yeah. Insane. Okay. Well, it's just as long as it's not moving, it's okay. I can imagine like doing animation and stuff is a whole nother level. You know, it's super complicated. Okay, it doesn't recognize this part for some reason. Right, then I'll try to... What? Why is it playing this part and not the beginning? Okay. Is that... No, that's the same. Okay. Now here's the difficult part. I wanna export this as a MIDI file. And I've heard that in FL Studio that is kinda difficult. So I think what I have to do is delete everything else and then somewhere prepare for MIDI export or so. MonKS? What is that? Is that code for something? Okay, where is that? It's an emote. Well, apparently it doesn't work on my stream. I am prepare for MIDI export. Oh yeah, the OBS recognizes it. So, yeah, you cannot, in FL Studio, you cannot just export the MIDI. You have to convert the whole project first. Yeah, go away. I don't want you things. Dude. And now I think I can export it. Yeah. Press F12 to close them all. Okay, yeah. I'll try that. Thanks. Okay. And now you are, you definitely should not save it, because otherwise you got your whole project converted to MIDI and you cannot reverse that, which is, yeah, stupid. Okay. No. Okay, now I should be able to throw that in here, I think. Yeah? No? Okay. What is that? What? Thanks, Shoko. So, as you can hear, you hear nothing. Also, I need to set this to minute and seconds. Why aren't we hearing anything? I don't really get it. Why is this yellow? Okay, I broke it. I can't hear anything anymore. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Maybe I'll just restart it. If it let me. Sometimes FL Studio is like responding weirdly. Still not playing the notes though. This is making me suspicious too. It doesn't play notes I throw in either. Okay. What if I copy paste that to this instrument? Okay, something seems to be wrong with those yellow notes. I'm not sure what it is though. Okay, maybe let's look for some more instruments and then we'll have a break and I try to figure out what's wrong. So let's go back to our references. Yeah, exactly. I want to find like a sort of synthesizer that sounds kind of similar to that. That's what I want to kick the theme off with. Kind of 80s vibe-ish. And I might find something like that in those libraries. I haven't really checked. I think this is one that I haven't installed on my other computer, so maybe let's have a look what we can find in here. ASMR shivers, okay. It doesn't like me. Why do I have a 2.0 version of this too? I don't have that on my laptop. That's weird. Okay, none of them wants to let me play. Apparently. What about you? Okay, maybe I broke it again. I don't know what I did there. Let's just reopen it. No. I mean, I can use the kick drum. Can use the clap. Cannot use the giant. Yeah, and sometimes it does this. I don't know. Has this weird loading mechanic. Yeah. I'm closing it again. Okay, it's working. Maverick is working too. Okay, hopefully I don't break it again. Jesus Christ. Interesting. Let's try to play those notes that I'm apparently using for Barbatus's theme, which is coming down from the E to the D to the C, and then going back up, jumping to the G. That sounded like some weird R&B song. Okay. I want something a bit more flowy. Okay, maybe go to, I don't know, what's thunder? Right. What do we have here? Okay. Not exactly what we're looking for. Pads. Yeah, maybe we'll find... Let's look at plugs. Although the... Yeah, no, that's like plugged strings. Yeah. Maybe we'll find something in pads. That sounds kind of huge. Babies in the corner. Yeah. That's exactly how I imagine a baby in the corner would sound. That sounds interesting. What if we go deeper and deeper? Okay. So remember blurry skies in pets. So yeah, that's a major part of music production. Of course, it's like going through instruments and figuring out what would sound alright. And there's a lot of stuff to go through. Too much stuff. Wait. This is called Mulholland Rider? Okay, what about the leads? Bad neighbor. Who's coming up with those names? Barely there. So these are leads, so they're apparently not mainly designed for playing bass, maybe. But what I liked is the blurry skies. I need to remember that. Now let's look into the hybrid keys. Why is there 0.0? It's freaking me out. This starts with amazing organ, and this starts with old photos. What? All the chakras. It looks like 2.0 has more. Maybe that got updated meanwhile. But it also seems like it doesn't have stuff that the other one has. Oh, we gotta listen to Gilgamesh. Interesting. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's listen to some organ. Deeper. Maybe I'm bound to use the infinity organ. I got the giant piano in eternity mode. I got the infinity organ. It's just like having too much of an attack. So attack, for those of y'all who don't know, is how it like sort of fades in. Yeah, that's better. Deeper. Of course, every single instrument I can manipulate in all kinds of ways. sounds interesting. Sounds more like a piano though. Okay, how about synthesizers? Oh, I was in the synthesizers already. Okay. Mallets. No. What about that? Okay. I think I'll just go with Blurry Skies for the moment. What the heck? That's interesting. Let's listen to this again. Maybe it's not a good idea to look for something that sounds almost exactly like that. Monuments of Ice. Sounds pretty icy. So remember obelisk pad. Okay. I'm settling for that now. All right, guys. Let's have a break and maybe start with some actual composing. I guess that would be a good idea. And I need to find a light to turn on. Okay, see you in a minute.
Christmas Stolen. Christmas Stolen.
Right. We're back. I fear that this kind of stream is not exactly as interesting to watch as I was hoping for, maybe. What do you think? Well, at least I want to try to make a foundation for this theme. So how about oh, come on. Why can't you just close it? Hello? Yeah, it does that thing again. So, how about tomorrow, Shoko? What are you doing? Is there is fireworks forbidden in Saxon? Is it Saxony or Saxonia? I think it's Saxony, is it? Saxony. Okay. Is fireworks forbidden there too? So let's call this Ethereal Earth Obelisk. What was the obelisk pad? Something like that. I don't care at this point. Let's just try to create a decent baseline for this. Maybe, yeah, maybe 4 beats. I think it is, maybe except for one the city does. Yeah. No, it would be, I feel like it would be kind of creepy if this year would just like go fade away like without a bang, you know? It feels almost like it's the year is being extended. Okay, so let's just throw in some notes. New Year's Eve will be fun, just watching stuff on Twitch. Yeah. What are you gonna watch? The Deep 8 New Year's Eve stream with Panty fireworks. Maybe let's do something similar as the Barbatus theme and start with the E. Go down to the C and end it on the B. I think one of the people I follow will stream Final Fantasy 15, but not sure. What, like the whole night or like from start to finish? How do you... That's a weird choice to play on a New Year's Eve stream, is it? I feel like getting drunk, actually. Okay, I wanna extend one of those nodes a bit more. Maybe let's make this one a bit shorter and come in with the C. Have that sustaining for 1.5 beat and then move it over to the B, back to the C. Sort of. He started his old save, okay. I'm still wondering why I'm not getting any sound for this. I mean, it does something, you can see it here, but yeah, doesn't really matter. Oh, I need to settle for speed too. Let's go a bit slow. Let's extend that a bit. You've seen the Final Fantasy, what is it, 16 trailer? I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time getting hyped on this stuff nowadays. There is a 16 trailer, yeah. Not that it's coming out any time in the future, but does the velocity make a great difference for this kind of instrument? Not really. I wanted to play with less attack. Oh, come on. Why is it doing that? So I guess you're watching it now then. Not much to see. Yeah. It looks pretty classic. Why is it not looping that? It looks pretty medieval, actually. Okay. Here's a short pause. Maybe it's a bit too long. Just want to test throwing in some short notes, like the D and the G. Yeah. I'm afraid like the synthesizer is gonna have a hard time working together with the other classic instruments. I mean, I still want to play like the FF7 remake, although it bums me that it doesn't still have a side view battle system. But I'm gonna wait till it's released for PC and until all the chapters are being released. That's when I'm gonna play it. And since I'm a very patient person, I'm pretty sure this is going to work out somehow. I want to try something different. Instead of the double bass, maybe solo cello. Right now it's just like you're running just within one of the Maggie plants. You mean the bass line? Yeah. You mean like the content of the first chapter? Well, it's basically, I don't know if you played the original, but it's basically the first city. Yeah. How deep? Sometimes apparently I'm using some kind of combination on the keys, and it suddenly switches to a different articulation. I haven't really found out yet why and when it does that. What about the cello ensemble? Yeah, maybe that sounds better. It's not much overworld here. I wonder how they are going to what they are going to do with that, because I'm a big fan of overworlds, and of course they abandoned that after Final Fantasy Final Fantasy 9. So everything from 10 on didn't have like an overworld, and I don't know. For me, the FF7 overworld is kind of a classic element that you cannot just abandon like that. Oh, that's why it wasn't playing all the baseline, because the pattern is too small, too short. Okay. They either don't have the content already, or it's just harder to meet your visual goals in 3D. What do you mean exactly? In terms of the schedule? Okay, let's try to add a double baseline. It's already switching again. God damn it. Like all people hating on FF13 because tunnel levels. Ah, yeah. And I broke it. No, I didn't. It's stuck. And it switched again. Okay, come on. All the older one are also tunnel leveled. Well, I cannot really compare. Let's just throw in some slight notes. I don't really know. Maybe something like that. Just way more, way less velocity. Okay, it can't play this note, it's too deep. And this one's probably too high. And it sounds different in its articulation too. FF13 adds more freedom the further you play, because you have to visit some areas again. Okay. But compared to top-down view of FF6, it's basically the same style. I see what you mean. So what later on in 13, what's like the way of transportation you're using? Okay. We're getting somewhere. I promise. Wait, why is this? Oh, this is too long. You travel through portals. Time and space stuff? Okay. Like, is time and space stuff part of the plot too? Or is it just like convenient traveling? Let's see what we got now. I know what you're thinking. This sounds like the darkest cave you've ever been in, and not like white fields. I can try to bring that up a bit. Maybe not. Why is it sounding so shit? It's just too heavy. I don't know. Let's abandon that for now. Yeah, that's not as deep either. I just don't like how this sounds if I like play it on higher notes. I mean, I like the very high notes. Oops. It's also too loud. Oops. Maybe I could give it some tweaks. To fit better. Okay. 13 is kind of linear, just a progressing story, but part 2 has time travel to clean up some mess, and part 3 is time limited, which I hate. What do you mean time limited? You have to beat it within a certain time? Okay. 13 days to the end of the world? Like 13 real-time days? You know? Ah. And how long is an in-game day? So I'm basically blending those two right now. Right now I'm playing only A and now only B. Yeah. This one's better. How does that sound as a bass line? That sounds alright. It sounds better than before, at least. But does it sound more like snowy fields? The surprising thing is, though, if people hate on 13, why'd they make like 3 parts of it? Apparently it was kind of popular, was it? Or is? What if I pull you up quite a bit? Okay. Maybe we can make something work here. What if we throw in an equalizer? Oh. What? I don't have that on my other system, so apparently it's apparently it got updated. Wait. Why is it saying 21.11? Apparently it updated during the stream? You remember when I talked to what's his name? The other guy, when I said this is 20.8, it just got updated and now I got this, which is actually nice because I was looking for a plugin that does this stuff and now I'm getting it right out of the box. That's nice. 1 hour in real time. So you get 13 hours. The timer starts out at 7 in-game days, but can be expected to a maximum of can be extended to a maximum of 13 days. The timer stops during cutscenes, conversations, and battles. Lightning can also pause time using an ability called chronostasis. Chronostasis? Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess they're coming up with like super stupid gameplay mechanics now and then. The deaths of Final Fantasy. You know the part or how to get Steiner's ultimate weapon in FF9. You know how to get that? Okay, now you never played 9. So to get the ultimate weapon of a certain character, you have to be at a certain point in the last dungeon within, I think it was 12 hours. I think it's 12 hours. Then you can get that weapon for whatever reason. I don't know. It's just super, I'm sorry, retarded. I never did that, obviously. A friend of mine back in the day said he was like he made it in 20 hours. And I think the speedrun record, at least when I looked that up at some point, was like 9 hours. I guess there's a quicker one yet, but it's pretty damn difficult. Okay, so what I was going to do here is taking out some of the base, or reducing, or I don't know. Not all of it, but a bit. Yeah, 20 hours is still pretty quick. I mean, I was never a speedrunner guy. Kind of short. Well, I don't know. I guess you take like on your first go you take like at least 40 hours for almost every one of them. Okay, I think we can work with that for now. So how do the upper or higher notes sound? Seven and 60 hours rushed? Did you ever rush it like that? Okay. Well, I think you'd hardly make that on your first go. Okay, what I want to do is I want to make this pattern unique, so it's basically a new pattern now. the pattern workflow in FL Studio is kind of, you kind of have to get used to that. But at the beginning, especially when coming from another digital audio workstation like I do, it's pretty annoying or hard to understand. Oops, oh yeah, that's the note it cannot play, so maybe let's go for the E then. Thanks. Yeah, so despite this sounding pretty dark right now, it's all C major key, so basically the happiest key you could write in. The reason it's sounding so dark is just because we're only using bass notes right now. Median for story plus extras is 50 hours, which seems to be fair. No, it's not fair. Trust me, this is not fair. I mean, if you're experienced, but not, especially not if you're trying to figure out all the stuff by yourself. Which I'm wondering who does that actually. I've never like figured out anything of all the extra stuff. Does 13 have as much extra stuff as well? Okay, I'm shortening the notes. And I might also increase the reverb. So basically the hall. And then I'm abandoning the bass structure because I want to make at least some kind of melody stuff. There are some challenges helping Soulstones stuff, which usually lead to strong monsters. Yep. Why is it so difficult for you to close this window? Thanks. Okay. Let's listen to some reference again. What do we have here? Oops. Where's my reference? I guess in part 2, extras is like getting items that are only available in certain times, or or slaying some monsters. Are you like in 13 also like getting so much loot that you could never use like you do in 10? I think in 10 the treasure chests are being refilled and at some point you're totally over them. Okay, actually I wanna bring in the Celesta now, which is a very nice instrument. And it might be a nice contrast to our retarded bass line. I just don't know exactly where to find that, because as I explained, normally I use complete control for that, and I'm not sure where this is hidden in here. So, do you think this format of live composing does make any sense in the future, or would you rather see some graphics shit with more visual feedback, so to say? Okay, here it is. Why is it amongst all the snare drum and stuff? Yeah, so Celesta is always a good tool to make beautiful stuff. Making music is complex. It is. That doesn't really answer my question, though. There is a second one, though. I'm just thinking like it's kind of hard to follow the process sometimes, and yeah, there's not a lot of highlights. I'm afraid. Although everything else, like making an enemy, yeah, well, making an enemy is easier to get, because you see on the screen how it's evolving. Root. So I was thinking of making another stream and trying to make a battle theme, at least as after we made some enemies next week. And yeah, maybe I'll abandon that idea. Just where is the other Celesta? Because they sound a little, yeah, their sound differs a bit. Percussion. Why is this under recorders? Keyboard instruments, harpsichord. This could be useful later. That sounds interesting. It's hard to settle for anything. So what's really annoying is the recording in FL Studio, at least to me. So I have to enable this, click everything, and then, oh yeah, I have to disable this, otherwise the notes are aligned with the beat or something. Okay, let's try this. Okay. That was totally on point. Guess I have to because I have to record that again and or maybe just quantize it. Yeah. Quick quantize. Yeah. I don't like record a lot of stuff like that. I rather like draw it in this way. Yeah. Maybe I should just try recording it again, because otherwise it's gonna be pretty difficult to make sense of it. Let me try. Why am I recording? That I didn't plan that actually. Okay, it made a new pattern. Did it? No, it didn't. Okay. I like that. It does make sense though sometimes to record at least parts of it so it sounds more natural. Right. I mean, it is something. It's not nothing. Let's try to mess around with some melody just for the sake of, I don't know. Okay, how do I create a new pattern for this? Okay. Good. So when this has looped once, I want to start like some kind of melody that, yeah, it's kind of derived from Barbatus's theme. I just don't know if I can make it if I can use the notes from here. Apparently not. For some reason these are muted notes. Yeah. Okay. So how am I gonna do this? What if I throw the MIDI notes in here? Let me try that again. All tracks, no. Just the, what track was that? This one? No. Yeah, see, it adds this 4/4 sign there. Not sure what that does. But it can't make those notes work. So have you had any more enemy ideas, possibly, Shoko? I wrote down your idea with like a snow worm that has a carrot in its face or something. Whoops. yeah. I guess I'll try to figure this out offline and post my results on the Discord. So I actually had this idea of using those stones right here that are scattered on the map and turn some of them into enemies. Like they would basically, if you approach them or stand like close to them, they would like stand up with like legs underneath and would pursue you. And if you touch them, you would be thrown into battle basically. Could also be a head. Could be. Maybe it's a little, yeah, maybe it's like a little, I don't know, dark creature and the stone is its head. Maybe like those, what are they called? Crabs? Hermit crab. Yeah. Maybe it's like a hermit, I don't know. Yeah, maybe some kind of hermit crab living live under a rock. Yeah, exactly. Maybe we could make some Jan meme out of that. Maybe it's a hermit Jan crab or so. That sounds fun, actually. I bet we could make up some interesting attacks, like, I don't know, ignorance, the hermit Jan. Why is ignorance Unwissenheit? That sounds wrong. Or maybe just lack of knowledge, and that, I don't know, confuses the party or whatever. Yeah, we could think of something that would appear if you live under a rock for too long. Ignorance is strength, yeah, and freedom is slavery, and what was the other one? Ignorance is strength, freedom is slavery. War, yeah, war is peace, exactly. Does it really say ignorance is strength in the English version? Party slogans. No, in the English version. Freedom is slavery. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. I guess that'll wrap up this stream, more or less. Every time I say more or less, I have to think of this place. Can I show that to you? Yeah, I can. Yeah. Still, I mean, if you want to see more composing streams, let me know. But I guess next week we're going to worry about the Hermit-Jan and the... Oh yeah, someone else actually suggested the worm enemy being called the Bibber worm. And yeah, possibly we can think of more stuff. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, Shoko, and everyone else who might be there. And I'll see you guys next week. And keep your eyes on the Discord for the epic snowfields theme that we developed very far today. Okay. Bye bye.